Hey everyone, it is Saturday afternoon. I had a great sleep last night, so I'm in a much better mood. Where we left off last time, we had done some stamping, made our own stamps, and I want to make another one today. So these are the ones that I made. I just want to cut them down a little bit. Yeah. Well, that was a fluke. Look. Okay, so there's one. Let's see. And then I cut some more on, not cut, sorry. I printed more on this old paper that was used for framing a picture. It was the backing. So I've got some of those. Yeah, so this video is just a mishmash of different things. I found a really great book at the hospital sale, and a lot of them, all these pictures, mostly are black and white. And I took the opportunity to write in white pen on some of them, and others just some black. You can't really see this one very well, but I can see it, and this is going to go in my journal somewhere. I'm just going to cut that down a little bit. And let's see if I can find a place now. It's kind of dark, but like I said, I can see it just fine. Let's put that in right away. And then we're going to get on to making some more stamps. So I just sit upstairs in the evening and I write down some quotes on these papers, and then bring them down and find a place in my book. Okay, off to the next thing here. I want to make a different stamp now. I was thinking of making circle. Well, I'll just go ahead and do it, and you can let me know what you think. I just had this thought. I think when I was waking up this morning, of course I've got crafts on my mind all the time, as I'm sure you guys do too. So I'm going to cut out the middle. I haven't done this yet. This was just in my brain. There we go. And then I'm going to do it one more time. This stack of foam for $1.25 is proving to be quite a good deal. I'm getting lots of different ideas for stamps. Let's fold this one over again, or a different one rather. So I'm just making circles, and you can see it's a little square right there, so I'm just going to even it out a bit. And then we'll make this one a little thicker. Oops. Let's try one more. Ooh, I just got another idea. Okay, well, let's do this first. Okay, that's good. And then even that out a bit. So we'll make kind of a thicker one. Even this out a little bit. Yeah, I like that. Now, another thing I was thinking of was, and I haven't tried this, I'm just doing this on camera. I'm going to try this here. And it works. It works. It punched a hole through this no problem. So I'm going to take this tiny little circle and I'm going to also glue it around. Yeah, so I'll continue to do that. Just making different shapes, or the same shape, circles, with my crocodile. And let's try a 1-inch. I'm not sure if it's going to go through here, but we're going to try together. It's pretty. No, it's not going to go through. Okay, well, we tried. We tried. So let's just go ahead and make our own circle. I really like this. And let's make a smaller circle here in the corner. Ooh, I like that. Let's balance it out with a very tiny one right here. Again with the crocodile. Right there. And how about a small circle here? Maybe one an in-between size. How is that for balance? What do you think? I quite like it. I could put another tiny one right there. You know, when you're filming craft videos, you don't always have to be polished when you're making them. It's nice just to try things on the fly, right? I think I need some tweezers. Well, I don't know where the tweezers went. Maybe I'll try this tool here so it doesn't go away, doesn't take off on me. So just a few dots, I think, is all it takes. And if you didn't see the last video, I'm using, get over there. I'm using this thick shipping cardboard. There's paper on each side, and then there's the paper that goes inside. It's all kind of swirly, so it makes it really, really strong. I just happened to have a piece of it in the trash, and I thought I would try it, and it held up really well when I was testing it yesterday. Where are my tweezers? Let me just look in here. No. How about this one? I could have sworn I saw them in here. Nope. I could use some pliers. Let me try that. Okay, what's missing here? This little guy. Pliers are too big for that. I think this is going to be my new favorite stamp. Okay, so these are down. Let's go here now. Let's see. There. Well, that works good. Oh, that one's already done. And this guy. We had a major monsoon rain today in the city. I'm going to insert a video of my overflowing, flooded eaves trough. It eventually stopped, and now I'm in the basement, my craft room. I checked the back lane and everything's okay. Nothing's flooded there. It's just flowing like a river, but it's good. Okay, this is going to be really cool. So I'll show you, hang on, what is it? So it's about a 3 by 5 inch stamp. I guess I could cut this part off. We don't need that. I'm definitely going to let this dry, and I'll come back to that later. Let's cut this puppy out. Again, like I said, this video is kind of a mishmash of stuff. It's whatever I kind of feel like doing. This is a cookbook. I think it's called Tex-Mex. Tex-Mex? I don't know. Something like that. There's a lot of grilling in here, but I do not have a barbecue. I haven't had one in probably 6 or 7 years. I'm waiting for a sale, but it's not a top priority for me. I really want one, but again, it's just not a top priority. I think we're going to go in to his face here, and then around his eye. There. He's so cute. So that can go into my ephemera. He can go somewhere in my journal somewhere. I made all of these a couple weeks ago, and I want to put at least one of them in my book here. I'm really loving this book. It's turned out so lovely. I'm just so happy with it. How about here? If I put it on an angle, then we'll still be able to see that. Oh, I like that. Okay. I also wanted to clean my paint tubes. So I got my Gamsol out, and I'm going to try this around the rim of each of the tubes to see if it cleans up. If not, I may have to go to Home Depot and pick up some Varsol. I don't think I have any more in the garage. I really love making these ruffles. They're so easy to make. So much fun. This is a really old piece. I think this comes from my mother-in-law, like, I don't know, 25, 30 years ago. It's a beautiful soft cotton. So soft. But the problem I have is I can't seem to make a decision on which one to glue down. But I think I just did. I love this brown. Love that brown. Should I go in there? If I do it down here, that I can still write. Yeah, let's just do it. Let's not think about it. See, here's a page out of that same book I was telling you about that I just showed you. And I would just use my white pen and I wrote some scripture in here. And yeah, I really love it. See, there's a tortilla soup on the back, but I know I'm never going to make that. So what I like about the books that I buy, the money goes to charity, goes to the Pasco Hospital auxiliary department, and then they buy equipment for the hospital. And so in return, of course, I get a book, right? And of course, I can choose the book. So yeah, I really like the way they have that set up. I'm just looking around to see if anything fits. That's cute. These fabrics had been stored away for a long time. These two here, I think I had coffee dyed them a little bit. But I had looked at them a few times over the years and thought, oh, I'm not going to use this. I'm going to get rid of it. Well, if you keep something long enough, you're going to like it. It's going to come back in style. And you'll be glad you didn't get rid of it. Here I started drawing a face. And I started putting on some gouache watercolor. And it wasn't sticking because this paper was quite shiny. So that's another day. I'm going to have to do something there. How about here? Just hoping that doesn't take away from anything. That's nice. Yeah, that's going there. I want to still be able to see the zigzag on the page. There. Oh, so pretty. I don't know if I'm going to do a flip through of this book because you guys have seen it quite a few times. But if you want to see a full flip through, let me know. And then when I'm done, of course, I can do that most definitely. Ooh, I love this. Got that in the mail. I think that is it for the fluffies. How about here? How about here? Bit of purple, something just different. It doesn't have to match. Nope. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Just the back here. Yeah, this is the back. Okay, let's get on with these tubes of paint. I've got a ton of paint here from gouache, watercolor, acrylic, oil. But I'm just going to use what I have close to me. I want to know if this Gamsol works. Oh boy. Odorless mineral spirits. Okay. I mean, if it works well, why not? No idea, but let's open one of them here and see where it goes. If you're not feeling crafty or you don't really know what to make, I would suggest cleaning your paint tubes. Hey, that cleaned it out really nicely. Now, if I had a little toothbrush I could get in there nicely. I could also, I think what I'm going to do is grab, this was quite expensive, this Gamsol. And I was using this not to clean stuff, but rather to use it with my, I think it was my oil pastels. So seeing that these mineral spirits work to clean, I'm going to pick up a new, a cheaper one, a larger amount, like a liter or something, and use it to clean the rest of these. Also, oh, I wanted to tell you, I saw, oh, that opens and closes nicely. Okay, I totally have to do all of these now. I saw on a quick video, oh gee, I don't know where I saw it, but it was a couple days ago. And I saw whenever this person finished their tube of paint, you know how you just throw it away with the cap? Well, this person kept all the caps. They had a little container, you know, full of these caps. So whenever something happened where it was, well, you'll find sometimes like they're plastic, right? So sometimes you'll find that they break, they'll crack. Well, you just toss that one out, go into your little supply there, the stuff that you've been keeping and saving, and you just put it on the, you have a new cap now. Does that make sense? Don't throw away your cap. So I'm not going to do that. I am not going to do that. I'm not going to throw mine out anymore. I'm definitely going to do that because, yeah, I think that's a great idea. Okay, now this is the one I just cleaned. Ooh, that's dirty. I wonder if I can use, okay, an unscented baby wipe. That way I can just throw this out. So let's try, I'm not sure if I should wipe with this first. I'm just trying to figure this out, guys. I don't know the answer. Okay, this is obviously not cleaning it that well. Some of it's coming off. But again, if I got that bottle or liter of mineral spirits and I had a little toothbrush, this would definitely come off much more easily. Okay, that actually worked really well without the spirits. But let's try with the Gamsol. I think it seems to condition it as well. Well, that cleaned it off really nicely. Still some in there. But like I said, I'm going to get a paintbrush, or a toothbrush rather. Okay, so I'm going to keep this. I've got to clean this another day. I'm going to put them all in a little bucket. But that goes on a lot easier. Okay, I've got a lot of work ahead of me to do. Let's put this off to the side. Again, like I said, this video is a mishmash of different ideas. Let's close this Gamsol. Put this off to the side. Let's go back to this here. We're going to try and stamp that. Well, I know what's going to work because it worked. This one worked really lovely. So let's try this one. I wonder if I should, I'm going to cut this part off. Let's grab my knife here. So this knife, what the heck, I bought, it's a different design. It's a cheaper design. It works. It was only $1. I was at Home Depot to buy something, and they had these at the front when you first walk in, and I'd say that's pretty cheap. That's pretty cheap for a new blade. Put that over there so I don't hurt myself. And we're going to work with actually, should I work with the VersaFine? Or I was thinking the other day of trying this one, this archival potting soil. Let's see what else I have in here. The rest is all distress ink, so my options are this one or this one. I know this one will work really well, but let's try this first, and if that is not as strong as I'd like it, I'll just put this on top. Okay, let's try this. Oops. I don't know if this thing is dry or I don't know, but this VersaFine, I bought this stuff years ago. I can't believe how much is still left in there. Like, it's got tons of juice in there. I'm so happy with it. Okay. Like I said yesterday, it's easier to put the stamp down first and then your paper. I think you get just a better transfer because you have your hands to kind of go over it. Let's see. Look at that. So that's the Ranger archival ink in potting soil. Let's see if it can do another transfer. Of course, it's not going to be as bright because I've got brown ink on a brown paper. Oh, I love that. So if I do a third one, it's going to be very, very dull. But let's go ahead and put some of this VersaFine on here. I love this. And you know what? Nobody else has this. It's my design. But I want to see your guys's pictures as well of if you've done this. And you're welcome to go to the community part of my page and post it in there. I can get 4 more out of that. This one doesn't need much. And I like it really light as well. It doesn't have to be super dark. Ooh, yes. Love, love, love. Let's try another one. I'm going to do 2 more, and it's going to get lighter, obviously, but I like it when it's subtle, right? It looks really nice when it's subtle. There's the brown. There's the black. I'm going to use this, maybe. Push it down more. There's the third one, still a ton of ink. And this is going to be the 4th one. Oh man, I love this, you guys. I love, love, love. Okay, let me do the math. I'll put the answer up on the screen. I bought these for $1.25, and I have 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. There's the other 4th one is there, 20 and 24. So 24 pieces of foam. $1.25 divided by 24. That's how many pennies I spent to get my own stamp. And of course, you have to use your own glue, but that's whatever. Everyone's got a pair of scissors. I want you guys to try it. I want to know how it works out for you. And maybe make some Christmas trees or something. I think that would be really cool. Or a letter. Oh, we could do a letter. Let's do a letter before I go. Let's do a letter. What should I do? How about a G? A G. And let's see how this, yeah, that works good. So G. Like that. But it has to be done backwards. You have to do it backwards. Because if I do it this way, if I stamp it, it's not going to be right. Okay. Let's try and do that backwards. And then up. And then over. Does that look like a G? Yeah, I think that's right. Okay. This foam is so easy to cut with scissors. I'm so happy about this. There. Okay, you turn it over and there's your G. Oh, I love it. There we go. I like that. I'm going to do another swirly like I did here the other day, but I'm going to make it a lot smaller just within here. And we're going to go blind with this one. Actually, it doesn't have to be a circle. It can be, how about we do this? So it's just a little wonky. So what I did, so you're going to cut it twice. You're going to go around, leaving about 1/8 of an inch, maybe a little bit more, even maybe 1/4 of an inch. And then just keep going around. Okay. There. So that's what it looks like. But we're going to go back and turn it over. I'm going to take a really small piece, a strip off the side of it. I think I should have gone the other way. Hang on a second. Yeah. I should have started cutting on the outside of it. Okay. Maybe I can still do that. Okay. We'll go here instead. So you want to just take a teeny weeny bit off, and that's going to reveal your negative space. It is getting kind of small. My hand's cramping. I don't know why. Here. I hope you guys can see that. Okay, so here's the negative, or the really thin piece you cut off. And when you push it back down, you'll see the negative space in there. So that's what your stamp will look like. Let's see if I can find some cardboard. Okay, I found some upstairs at the back landing. Let's see. Yeah, we're going to double up on this. Let's see. Yeah, I only need this piece here. Let's glue this together. Use some glue all. Like I said, I'm trying to get rid of this stuff. I still like using this. The reason I'm trying to empty it is because I want to fill it back up again with the same stuff. But over the last year or so, I think it's kind of separated in there. There's I think there's a binding agent that kind of floated to the top, and I don't always shake it when I use it. So it'd be nice just to have a fresh batch in there. Okay, so there is that. And I should have looked first. This is the smooth side, so we'll use this here. And again, I'm going to use my Aleene's. Okay. Now, how do I do the other side? Come on. It's going to be a little cumbersome. I mean, doing some fine gluing here. Oh my goodness. Okay, you guys, I'm in love with this. Okay, so look at all these shapes. This one. I made a G, and I can put that on cardboard too. You know what? I didn't have to cut this a different way. I just had to turn it over. Oh man, I'm not too smart. Okay, and then we've got the leaves, and then these other two from the other day out of, again, the white foam, and that's with acrylic ink or acrylic paint. That's what it is with those. And this is the result of this guy here. And then some more of him again, but in VersaFine black ink. And then we've got these trees, or I don't know what you want to call them, but they're quite whimsical, aren't they? I quite like them. And we haven't tried this one. I'm going to try this in another video, in the next video. Thanks for watching. Okay, I expect you guys to try this and let me know. I want to know if it worked out for you guys. Okay. Okay, everyone, have a great rest of the week. Bye-bye.